Burn Live. Murder Wangley keeping you connected. Hashtagging these red eyes, changing the viewer's eye red, keeping underage smoking off of social media. I am fin to bring my hashtag red eye back. I am bringing it back. Um, Killing ourselves for your entertainment, sitting here with friends and family, starting a cannabisation. What up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to another Burn Live show. Hey, I've been having people actually stop by, stop up in here. I appreciate it. I ain't been sharing out no shows, just me actually going in here live, going live every day, being consistent, and y'all consistently coming up in here with me. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. The more y'all do that, it helps the algorithm push me out for other people to see my video, even though my content is the way it is. This is a marijuana politician show. Shout out to Cannabis Conservative. Shout out to Burn Live. They're my two favorite channels that I do run on YouTube and on Facebook. I got a Twitter page that I do run. I just go live on. I don't really tweet. My tweet is me going live every day for an hour, hour and a half, talking about political things that matters to me and you. Get your weed, get your blunts, get your joints, get your dabs, get your concentrates, get your shrooms, get whatever you need, get comfortable, sit down. Because it's going to be a interesting show. For one, I don't have to rush. It's not like I got something good to really do in the morning, so I can basically chill. Good evening, good evening. As you see, I did show you out. Sorry that it didn't show you who you are. So I just wonder where that came from. For it just say Facebook user good evening, you either have to be on my regular profile or blazing. Mhm. Now me, I never come prepared. I come to Rosa Blunt, smoke with you, chill. Um, and one additional news. Hi, Miss Jennifer. How are you? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you found the time. You know what? I can find out where you're watching me from. Uh, so you either watch me from Blaze in 2020. I appreciate it. I do like that channel. I go live on her daily, 6 days a week. So please show me out if you do like my content. Like we do smoke. Like I'm gonna roll my blunt now. But we do get into politics. We do get into news, Miss Jennifer. Tonight is gonna be a slow. I know my crew is gonna be a little late. I got no. I got a lot of friends that come through, come up in here, stop by, comment on YouTube, Facebook. I appreciate the family. I do. I really, really do. But like I said, in other news, Tina Turner was announced that she passed away today. Sad to do that. Wasn't expecting it. Um, Also, when I seen the news, I almost didn't believe it because so many people be announcing deaths, and I'm like, man, they don't even be dead or dead or gone or nothing like that. And I'd be like, man, I had to actually do some research to make sure that she was actually passed away. Now I do feel bad that I had to actually do research to make sure that somebody would pass away. That's kind of sad. That I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I definitely believe that is definitely the word sad. Other news, I'm gonna bring up some reports. Now, y'all, Miss, yeah, yeah, everybody. That that's one person. Tina Turner is one person that you can actually say that she. It was a little Tina Turner in every female out here. That strong, independent, wanted your voice heard. Quiet person in the back that nobody knew nothing about until somebody brought it out. I feel that's a lot in females. I feel like every female has a hidden gem inside them that needs to be exploded. I do that in a lot of different people, not just females too. I think it's more hidden in females than there is males because males just need the thrill of a hunt to bring out sharpness and skills and things that you want. Females, y'all have all types of different motivation that brings out the best of y'all. Most men, which is weirdly for me to be saying this, but truthful, is most men need what they think they don't need, and that is tough love. Most men need tough love to bring out sharpness skills and that little hidden secret gem that nobody knew nothing about. Just my opinion. I'm not trying to be the one to say that I'm wrong or right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Not until we get into some corporate politician shit. I haven't even got in here and talked about music in a very, very long time either. Like really just drop some, hey man, y'all heard these busting ass beats. I used to do that too. I just got so into politician that days that I don't got no news or no message, I gotta get back into my instrumentals. Now that the blunts roll, I got to concentrate some blunts. I'll be taking a couple of dabs here. I do got my special guest on the side, Cakes of Angels. Yeah, yeah, I'm working on her camera and her background. She will go live. I will put up her camera and everything. It just we ain't got a nice background for her yet, and that's the reason why. But she's always here. She always gonna put her in her 2 cents. We talk about stories and what go on. I appreciate having an assistant here too. I had plenty of assistants starting Burn Live, but not assistant like, well, maybe I did. Shout out to my boy DJ Ghost. He was a good assistant. You know what I'm saying? He was my DJ, and we used to always get into some shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. But now that we got past the blunt roll, y'all, and it's time to get into some stories. As I like to call receipts. It's time to get into some receipts. It's time to see what's going on. Is it real? Is it fake? Is it worth our time? Um, we're gonna start off with the descent test then because descent test was supposed to have went live on Twitter. I heard it was a cluster fuss. I got two extra videos that one guy, which hold on, since y'all watching, I'm gonna bring it up because I know I can probably find find a dude that talked about it. I thought it was hilarious, but I also thought it was important that maybe this be seen like this because it actually happened. And for somebody to announce that they finna become president on Twitter out of all places, I thought it was gonna be special. I thought it was gonna be hype. I thought it was really going to go down. You know, I thought Twitter was gonna actually add some special features to this, and they end up adding nothing at all. And I guess I can't. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to find that damn article, that damn video. Hold on, is this it? Actually, this is it. So this is how it looked when they were starting to feed. And from what the report was told, y'all, this went on for 20 minutes before DeSantis even announced that he was running for something. They had 20 minutes of technical difficulty. As you see up there, it says 45K in the space. It was that bad. See, it went like this. I just want to show y'all that was going on for 20 minutes doing that. So to find somebody that actually reported on it, which now that you see that we messed up and took the report down, we're gonna use this report. We've been getting
DeSantis first drew my attention and support when I saw how he responded to the COVID pandemic and refused to believe what we now know to be the many falsehoods that government experts and their media mouthpieces were feeding us. He kept Florida's schools open and its economy thriving, while my state of California chose 2 years of learning loss and lockdowns that we have yet to fully.
All right, we're just reallocating more.
See, everybody's going to show this part of it. And I kind of figured that's what everybody's going to show is the troublesome and the hardship that they try to get through of trying to get this announcement out. I really didn't think that it was going to be such a story to cover once I figured out that it was trouble and when it was all of this, like this just, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And y'all can see it for yourself. That looks bad. I'll go live on Twitter, y'all. And hey, I don't even know how it looks on Twitter. I don't even know how I look on Twitter. But I was gonna cover that. I swear to God, I was gonna cover that. Let's see. Let's cover it from this angle. Let's see how they pronounce it. Okay. They are professional ass intro.
We will never, ever surrender to the woke mob here in Florida.
What we really need in the White House is a leader, not a follower. And when you're off by half, you get things wrong.
The off-ramp here is to solve the problem, to spend less than we spent last year.
The Republican Party stands on the fact that we don't want people making decisions for us. So why should we make decisions for a woman about what to do with her own body?
Hello, everyone. I'm Major Garrett in Washington. Welcome to America Decides. The wait is over. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is now officially the 2024 presidential candidate. Here he was discussing his bid during a live appearance on Twitter Spaces with Elon Musk.
I am running for president of the United States to lead our great American comeback. Look, we know our country's going in the wrong direction. We see it with our eyes and we feel it in our bones. Our president, well, he lacks vigor, flounders in the face of our nation's challenges, and he takes his cues from the woke mob.
For more on this, CBS News' political director, Finn Gomez, joins us now. So, Finn, on days like this, there's usually a laudatory video of the candidate. Let's take a look at one released today on Governor DeSantis' behalf.
They call it faith because in the face of darkness, you can see that brighter future. A faith that our best days lay ahead of us. But is it worth the fight? Do I have the courage? Is it worth the sacrifice? America has been worth it every single time.
Ron DeSantis is
a good candidate for presidency. I'm just going ahead and start that off by saying that. First and foremost, will I personally be voting for him? Okay. It's still Trump out there. But no, on a realistic note, dog, is he can change. He can make a difference. He can change. He is a good face of what America needs. My only somewhat of a question is, what does he know about foreign policy? And really, I never really got into foreign policy to actually when Trump got into office, did foreign policy actually mean more to me than what it probably means to the average American citizen. An American citizen look at foreign policy, and you're probably going to look at it and say, I gives no fucks about foreigners and their policy and what does it got to do with America and putting food on my table. I highly understand that motive and that conquest. I get it. But to understand foreign policy is not to let other countries come over here and invade us, steal our resources, and undercut our money and what it's worth. That is technically what a president's job is to do, is to make sure that other countries are not coming over here fucking with us and making sure that they're doing deals with us and not trying to poison us, not trying to kill us, not trying to do anything to harm the American citizens. Okay? You on that face when we put you out there against Iran and Australia, when you have them foreign meetings, you're supposed to be that big head that represents us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just saying, there's a lot of people out there that if you could choose one person to represent you when you're going across seas, to say Australia, France, Germany, Spain, these are some major companies. Name somebody, put down in the comments. I'm going to wait. I know it's a 20-second delay. Name somebody that you would want to represent you. That other countries would take serious. I'll wait. I'm waiting to hear some people's answer of who they think will represent them in a whole nother country. I mean, would you put Martha Stewart out there? Would you let Snoop Dogg go? Would you let Dr. Phil go? Would you let Nancy Pelosi go? Would you let I'm just saying, Dwayne Rock Johnson, Kevin Hart, LeBron James? These are just American people that I'm naming. That if there was a problem, would you go out and just, hey, represent us? I'm just curious. Sanchez? Michelle Obama?
I thought about Obama, but I would rather say Trump first.
People forget to realize that Obama has dictatorship in this country.
Silhouette. Not face the camera, not saying anything on his own behalf, not letting people hear what he has to say or why, but just Ron DeSantis in silhouette with an American flag. What is that telling us?
It's telling us that after a year of this national flirtation, if you will, building and assembling a team and this political machine, that Ronald DeSantis has entered the game. And I think that he still is major. I think even though he slipped in the polls of late, and in the last couple of months, still the most formidable Republican rival to take on former President Donald Trump, who has maintained and is at the top of that of this early field right now.
We'll get to the tough couple of months for Governor DeSantis, at least in poll relationship to Trump in a minute. But let's talk about the Twitter Spaces and Elon Musk thing. Is that trolling Trump a little bit, going to a place that he used to dominate? Is that part of it? And is there something about the Elon Musk relationship that DeSantis?
This is considered a question that has nothing to do with the strong points of what we care about. That's what I'm saying. Reporting, news journalism and actual journalism is two different things. Even I feel like what I do is not for journalism. You know what I'm saying? I report, yes. I do try to give out reports and bring, like I said, receipts to what's going on. I think that's my opinion. If we're streaming, you have a small platform, or whatever. Try to be factual as possible. Try to be honest as possible. You know what I'm saying? Understand that you're going to get some things wrong, but being honest as possible is one of the things that I am trying to definitely bring to this channel. And them asking about Twitter and Elon Musk and why did he choose to go on that platform to announce, obviously, is saying that maybe Elon Musk is donating. Maybe Elon Musk is trying to show that I have an equal, fair platform for everybody to share their beliefs and whatnot. He's not the only person that announced that they were running for president. The governor, I do believe, of North Carolina announced a couple of days ago. I just watched. I even rechanged my Instagram. I got rid of so many people, and I had a lot of potheads on Instagram. Like, God, wow. If I was an FBI agent and took my phone, I would have had a field day.
They would have everyone on that list.
So I turned my Instagram political, so I can be able to keep up with the nominees a lot better, and actually keep.
You're gonna have to send that to me as well.
Okay. Yeah, so I can keep up with all these candidates and what's going on. I need another battery. This is ghetto. But I did change my Instagram to even try to help this out and keep up. So I will be doing a lot more reporting. And I will be just a little bit more knowledgeable of what's going on.
DeSantis is trying to convey.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you recall those days covering the White House, you not covering the White House, where the words he's tweeting could change the dynamic and the coverage of
an
the
entire
day.
news day.
The total news
It's
day.
not a news week.
You know, it was these Trump tweets, whether it be policy insults or some sort of, everything in between. And that was Donald Trump's, Twitter that we were all following. Obviously post January 6, 2021, when he was kicked off that site. Previous management, of course, but since then it is. I think it is an indirect way to tweak the early frontrunner, to tweak Donald Trump, and as Donald Trump's team and Donald Trump himself has been just on this constant barrage over the last couple of months over at the Florida governor. So
is there something about that is trying to say that Elon Musk might be for DeSantis?
Yes. I mean, frankly, Elon Musk he's
all that stuttering. They prep these people before they go on these national televisions and stuff, dog. That stuff just, I don't know, bro. They just made me not.
They're just reading off a screen.
Well, sometimes. Reporter. The announcer, the analyst, the anchor, sorry, I was looking for the word. The anchor, he reads. But when I go onto a show, they're going to tell me, hey, I'm going to ask you these type of questions, okay, these type of questions, okay. You agree or disagree? Mm-hmm. So when you go up there and you answer these questions, you get ready to answer questions, you really have a good ideology. A good way of, now they will throw you off guard with a couple questions. Let me add this question. I didn't know you're not going to hit these questions. But when you stutter, you lose the audience. And I know a lot of people go to school to learn little things like that. But you naturally know, and you watch a show and you see when you're watching a live show, and as soon as they get to stuttering, and this day and age right now, with attention spans being as short as it is,
goodbye.
You know what I'm saying? I had a friend. I guess that's a problem.
I only normally watch certain things I watch, though.
I got a friend that said he stopped watching World Star because they stopped showing fights. I'm just gonna let that right there sink in with you and the audience and people that watch my show. A lot of people, and I see this on a lot of blacks. I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna ahead and say it. A lot of blacks, when you watch their feeds and you just like, man, what you looking at, man? This fight, this dude getting his ass beat, this girl getting his ass beat. It's always about a fight or some competition. They arguing, they fighting, they breaking up. He found this girl cheating. Rarely 35 and older do you find most people with watching positive things, motivational things, career binding things, life-changing aspects. 45 and older, do you actually see them looking at politics and things that matter and like, okay, these things actually matter more than what I used to think matter. Everybody thinks everybody simply thinks putting $1 on the table, it should matter. It's like, as long as you putting $1 on the table, everything else, I don't give a fuck. And if any of y'all watching out here and disagree with what I just said, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. If you're not worried about only going to work, coming home, and making sure all your bills are paid.
That's all I'm doing right now.
That's what majority, and I don't even know the percentage, but I can guarantee damn near over 40%. Over 40% of America probably only worried about only putting food on the table, making sure that their kids are okay. That's it. There are even people out there that says that blacks are only worried about the $6 billion reparation or the $3 billion reparation that blacks should be only get. That's the only thing that I worry about. That's the only thing that we should be worried about and focusing on is getting our reparations from the government. That sounds dumb too. I say that a lot because how am I going to pay myself $3 million? Because guarantee if that law ever passes, ever passes, it's coming out of taxpayers' money. So you're basically paying myself. Taxpayers is paying reparation for slavery that happened over 100 years ago. Okay. That is where we're at. So now, y'all follow me. I had to take y'all down that low rabbit hole to realize that now that Santas and the LGBTQ movement of grooming kids have now opened up eyes to where maybe some younger generations or that age gap, just the 40 and up, only worry about politics, has that shit moved down. Now, I have found, yes, on YouTube, there are very lots of young, conscious, non-woke people out there that make YouTube videos. Don't get some of the best views as woke videos, but they understand the true values of being here in America, understanding that I'm going to say this correctly. Cis people are being attacked. Okay. Cis male and females are being attacked by the binary community. I know that sounds like I can't believe he just said that. I can't believe he went there. He is so, but it's unfortunately true.
It is.
To where we're talking about this, you got a person to study, you got a person that should be ready for these questions to lead us. And this is where I'm getting down to the bottom line, to lead us to where we don't have to deal with that nonsense of the LBG grooming, where we can give the parents the right. If you personally, as a parent, want to groom your child, that's on you. That's your choice. That's that freedom of being here in America. That's your choice. But I do want a president that's going to put a halt for them indoctrinating that into a bill, to where that's what they're going to try to do, indoctrinate that into a bill to where you have no choice but to groom your kid into understanding what's a binary and what's non-binary, and there's 175 fucking genders here in America. Matter of fact, 101, like the Dalmatians. Okay, just a bunch of spots everywhere, and we're all ran by Cruella de Vil and her Coupe de Ville. Cruella de Vil and her Coupe de Ville. All because people want to feel free. You want to feel free instead of understanding what's the true definition of freedom here in America. All my feelings. It's like the young generation don't want to go through heartache and pain. They don't want to feel that. I don't want to be sad. I didn't want to feel sad, but I had to go through it.
True.
I'm going through it now. I'm sad right now. Go through it every day. I wake up like, that don't mean I'm like, changing my gender is not going to make me feel no better. I'm still going to go through them same problems. And you go through them reports and you see the people going through the same damn. Matter of fact, not the same damn problem. They're picking up new problems. Hell, let's keep it real. They're picking up new problems. Okay, y'all. Y'all see this one. Y'all see what I'm gonna pull up here. Y'all already know.
All right, guys. So it looks like we may be coming to an end here in regards to this Citi Bike Karen situation that has definitely got way too much attention. But the reason why is because people in this country are looking for racism where there is no racism. And
that's true. I try to stay away from articles like this. I really do, because this is just boring. It's boring. No offense. No, offending and over offending. I'm gonna start saying that. Offending and over offending. That way people can know what's coming. Like, oh man, he's finna say some harsh shit. He's finna say some real shit. Offending and over offending. All this racist blaming blues eye, woo eye, he did it. Look, that stuff is boring as hell. It's a waste of my time. Not until you go get that bankrupted Black Lives Matter group into it. Go get Rodney. Okay, go get tens of thousands of news crew. You know what I'm saying? Somebody better be injured, losing a foot. I'm saying it raw. Yes, I'm saying what people. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it real. Okay. The George Floyd, Black Lives Matter, that was, hey, boy, coverage every day. I had something to talk about. I was debating. My blacks was coming around listening because they all was disagreeing. Oh, black George Floyd he shouldn't have. What happened? He shouldn't have been high. What happened? He shouldn't exist arrest. What happened? He should have just stayed in the police van that whole entire time. Good news. Good, great. And all the corrupted crimes and felonies and cop shooting the innocent, and then, oh, hold on, he's not innocent. Turn around, he's a felony. He did this and he did. Yeah, where's all those? This right here, ladies and gentlemen, why is we wasting time? You see, I'm not even gonna waste y'all time even talking about it. Ooh, I just seen something we should have watched. I just seen something we should have watched so bad. I really, as y'all see right here in the middle.
Here's Brody Brazil.
I really been covering this Oakland A's coming to Las Vegas. I'm just waiting on a few more. But if y'all ever go check out Brody Brazil, if you're in Las Vegas, because I know a lot of my people that watch my show is from the Las Vegas area. That's what the data says, okay? So if you in the Las Vegas area and you don't know nothing about the Las Vegas A's, Oakland A's might be coming to Las Vegas, and you want to get some in-depth and know where they're going to be building and know how many feet. And like this dude reports 4 or 5 times a day. Reports, break it down. And I just want to show that out. I'll be following him. Ooh, hold on. Yes. I want to cover this right here. Oops.
CP's travel advisory, they have been angry, mocking it. Not only that, other Republicans have joined in. Even idiots like Senator Ted Cruz of Texas, who said Dr. King would never do such a thing. Clearly, that idiot has never actually read or heard Dr. King, especially the April 3rd, 1968 speech at Mason Temple, where he talked about redistributing the pain, where he talked about withholding our dollars. It's interesting, Shannon, to look at this reaction from Republicans in Florida, because it's not like first of all, the NAACP did not call for a boycott of Florida. They issued a travel advisory. Launching a statewide boycott is a whole other different thing, but you also have a lot of pissed off Latinos in that state as well. And you got lots of truckers who are saying that they're going to be taking any goods to Florida. So Ron DeSantis, in all of his culture wars and his effort to try to out-Trump Trump to get the GOP nomination, it could lead to some serious issues in the Sunshine State.
So we keep talking about Ron DeSantis in terms of politics and Republican and ultra-conservative far right and all that. But we need to be talking about Ron DeSantis in terms of a poster child for the need for appropriate mental health care in this country. From a political perspective, for you to say you're going to announce that you're running for president and you're going to do things to alienate the Black folk, the brown folk, the Jewish folk, the LGBTQ folk, and a whole other list of folks, and think that you could win, forget the nomination. It may not be that hard to beat Trump in the primary. Well, I'll leave that there. But going forward in the general, if you have set yourself up as the most anti-everything, there's no way you're winning in the general. So from
That's the first time I have ever heard any of these allegations that he's anti-everything. I'm just maybe I am white. But I'm just saying, first time ever.
From a political perspective, this ain't politics. This is stupidity. Because the goal of politics is to set yourself up in policy and practice and procedure to actually be able to win a race, not just a primary, but a general. And this ain't that.
I don't know, Torun. Bottom line is work for Trump. Other Republicans have run this way. We're in their culture battles. They're attacking everybody. If you're transgender, if you're Black Lives Matter, if you, whatever, they don't care. And the bottom line is,
I done seen the transgender community knock over people's phones, stands, anything, just because they felt like it was their right to do, because they felt some type of way of reading something. If a transgender reads something the wrong way, they react and be ready to flip a wig. Black Lives Matter, bankruptcy act, all the destruction that they did and their non-peaceful protesting, corrupted, destructive animals, I like to call them. I feel like, yes, I'm on social media. Yes, I say the word animals. Yes, that's probably the most humane thing to say about some human beings who ran the streets and set things on fire. Like if you let a whole entire zoo, let every zoo loose in America, and we sit back and watch what happens with it in 24 hours.
Complete utter chaos.
Why everybody out just sitting? We're gonna let all the animals out and watch them march and run up and down the streets and protest how bad they've been locked up for how many years? How many years they've been locked up?
Basically, almost all their lives.
You got your phone with you?
No.
So I would say, look up when was the first zoo?
You got your phone right there.
When was the first zoo? I'm just saying. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm, 1793.
Jesus.
Paris, France.
17? What?
1793.
1793?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see that. Damn. 1793 minus 2023 equals.
What? About like 2,000 years?
230 years ago.
230 years? Yeah, that'll do it.
Hold on, let me make sure I did that right. Let me make sure I did that right.
$230?
Both ways. It said negative 230, and then I did the other way, it said plus 230. So 200. That almost be, you know what that I just learned right there. It's just that slavery is older than a zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I'm just saying that's just something for me to just trip off of and learn.
The Republican Party, they are appealing to white conservative voters, especially those who are not college educated.
You know, with all due respect to my sister, we can't really deny the fact that that strategy just might work. I mean, a lot of people said that Trump was not going to win in 2016, but there are a lot of silent
supremacy. I always said it, and I'll say it.
There are a lot of silent white supremacists who will go into the booth and pull the lever for Trump or DeSantis, and they'll never tell you that. We have to be very careful about the fact that there are people who really believe in the things this man says. And even if he doesn't win, what they can do, and it's what I tell people all the time, when you go to local elections, when you go to state elections, even if he doesn't win the nomination, if he gets enough of a groundswell to start moving people into like state houses, into the legislatures, into the judicial positions and everything, you can pretty much legislate from the states without even having to go to the White House, and that's dangerous as well. There are people out there that support this, and we got to be aware of that.
What they got to be aware of is the fact that the Republicans can be running for the next 12 years. Republicans can be the presidents for the next 12 years if they strategize correctly and move swiftly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, because almost hands down, no matter what, after Trump, I'm going to either vote for either Santos or what's my boy name? Hold on. Dang, why is that so? I did not think it was gonna go like that. Like, anyway, the other guy, I gotta learn. Yeah, I told you I gotta learn their names. I'll be learning their names real soon.
You know, Larry, somebody sent me this TikTok video of this guy. He was on social media, and he had a whole lot to say about Latinos and whites who have voted for Ron DeSantis. Watch this.
Always happens when you buy into white supremacy. I always said it, and I'll say it again. You the fucking state of Florida. State of Florida is becoming a fucking sundown town. You're not a straight white Christian male, and he's going for them too. Everybody's civil liberties and constitutional rights are being affected. Let me tell you something. You guys always say it's gerrymandering and all that shit why I got elected. No, 68% of Cubans voted for DeSantis. 58% of Puerto Ricans, 53% of all Latinos voted for DeSantis. God knows how many white ignorant motherfuckers you buy into white supremacy. You don't care. It's not your problem. You're a fucking idiot. It is your fucking problem. White supremacy affects everybody, not just black people, not just brown people, it's indigenous people, everybody. Now you elected a fucking fascist in the state of Florida. Now you got to deal with your civil liberties being violated. Now you got to deal with businesses, industries being shut down because they can't find any fucking labor. And now, magically, Latinos give a fuck. Latinos didn't give a fuck when he was anti-black with his anti-woke policy. You didn't give a fuck. Now that it's anti-immigration, now you give a fuck. Well, guess what? You got what you fucking voted for. You fucking idiots. Not all Cubans, Dixon. Not all Puerto Ricans, Dixon. Not all white people, Dixon. I know, not all, but too fucking many. The majority of your people voted for fascism. The majority of your people voted for white supremacy. That's the fucking problem. You don't care. You haven't done anything to address it. Address the fucking problem. Hold your people accountable. I'm half Cuban. I know. It's in my own fucking family. Some of them, I know what it's like in the fucking Cuban community. I've seen it in my own fucking eyes. The other half is white. God knows the white supremacy and ignorance racially that operates in my white community. Hold your people accountable so that you don't have this kind of fucking bullshit. I'm not saying Democrats aren't racist, but fuck, man, they're not going to these extremes to normalize white supremacy and to normalize fascism, pass legislation that is directly anti-immigrant, anti-gay, anti-black, and coming for every other.
Exactly what is he going after specifically that eliminates you guys or get rid of you guys or hate on Florida? That's I can't wait till one one of these Democrat. I gotta go find me some more Democratic shows that actually talk about facts and what's actually going on. That is one of my missions to do when I get
The
up.
liberty that you have. My God, people are fucking ignorant. I've always told you people, white supremacy hurts everybody. No one is free until we all are free. And there is no freedom in America until white supremacy is dismantled. What happens when you buy into white supremacy? I always said it.
Well, he was not particularly happy, but he sort of made it plain, Larry.
It reminds me of kind of things that he ran down is chickens come home to roost of everybody else. When you participate in anti-blackness and you're from a minoritized background, it comes full circle. The example he kind of highlighted was this, this kind of e-verify. If you were to prove that you're a U.S. citizen, you're documented, you can work in the state of Florida. If you have anyone in your car who's undocumented, you get caught. It is a felony now in the state.
Undocumented. Are you trying to say illegal immigrant? So if you're an illegal immigrant, that's a felony charge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
So once again, what comes around goes around. And his points he made about other groups supporting DeSantis and voting me and then all the policies we've seen is accurate. And once again, Roland, we talked about all these issues relating to anti-blackness, particularly not just in brown. We're talking about black communities, but the brown communities in terms of they're being okay with a lot of these policies. And now they're finding out, well, you know what? You're non-white, so welcome to the party. But the bottom line is we have to continue in the state of Florida and throughout the United States. We have to fight against these policies. I'm certainly on the front lines of dealing with this as a black male professor in the state. But these challenges are going to continue unless, once again, we come together and we fortify the front and we fight these right-wing policies. Otherwise, we're going to continue to lose the state and other states in the nation.
But here's the deal, Shannon. I mean, the reality is what DeSantis is doing, he is doing it with the complete approval of the Republican legislature, where they control the legislature. They have a majority, a supermajority, veto proof. They control it. We see the same thing in North Carolina and other states as well. The Republican Party is saying we're perfectly fine with what we're seeing.
Well, clearly not every member of the Republican.
What about all that crime in them Democratic parties? What about the crime? What about the homeless? Y'all worried about white supremacists. Proud Boy that's ran by a Mexican. Okay.
Party.
I can do more, but they're not. I need to find a show that gets down to the nitty gritty spitballs of policy when they're disputing something. I wish they would, just like how that's why Republicans are slowly sweeping and taking over everything, because they're actually talking about what these policies are and what these policies mean. Then other people will be like, no, it doesn't mean this. It means white supremacy. What does that mean? Oh, yes, I wanted to play this because this is what the hell is this?
Tell me about your life. What justifies this? What's happened to you that makes you think you're justified in doing this?
What do you mean tell me about my life?
Well, you said you don't know anything about your life. Tell me about your life.
Because I'm trying to get onto you because I'm black. Because I guarantee
because you're black.
Person, yeah, I guarantee.
I don't give a damn about your skin color.
Really?
No. Why would I care about what color your skin is? Really? I just think you're an idiot.
Oh, thank you. I think you're an idiot too.
That's fine. You're perfectly entitled to.
Yeah. So are you. So
this show's called Uncensored. I think you're an idiot for what you've been doing. Okay. I also think you're an idiot for playing the race card when no one's mentioned your skin color.
Really? Okay. You don't have to mention it to.
I don't care about your skin color, Lizzie. I care about the fact that you've been terrorizing all these people for a sustained period of time.
All right, guys. So once again, it seems like the UK has some of the same problems that the United States is having. And in this story right here, we're going to talk about the young scholar problem that the UK has that the United States has as well too. But before I get into these young scholars, I got a vet, okay, because we just dealt with a young scholar story, as you had Five pulling off very
has generated headlines and abject outrage for so-called pranks, which mostly involve just terrorizing innocent bystanders.
Into random houses, let's go.
He took them people dog.
Yeah, so as you can see there, that TikToker is a complete idiot, right? And any of those pranks pulled in the United States, especially walking in somebody's house uninvited, randomly, would have gotten met with the full faith and credit of the Second Amendment in the United States Constitution. That's what would have happened.
As public anger grew this week, London's Met Police announced they were looking for Mizzy, real name Bakari Bronzagaro. The law caught up with him, and today he was fined £365 and given a criminal behaviour order, which is supposed to ban him from posting to social media without the written permission of the people in his videos. You might think that's not much of a punishment.
It's not. It's a slap on the wrist. They should be locking this dude up in jail. He's breaking in people's houses, stealing people's dogs. Which, again, by the way, just think about it, guys. There's a video of him stealing a dog from a white woman. Now, if the white woman calls the police on him and says, hey, this black man's stealing my dog, people are going to say that the white woman was racist, right? She can't even call the police about a black man stealing her dog because, again, she might be called racist. That's the society that we're living in.
Or much of a deterrent. What does he think? Well, fresh from the courtroom, he's here now. All right, well, good evening to you.
Hello, Piers. Long time no see.
What do you mean long time no see?
Last time I hopped on your thing with my friend.
Oh, that's right. You appeared in the background, didn't you?
Mate.
Digging into it,
Mate.
Okay, well, I'm not your mate. What I am is an interviewer who I'm curious about what has been motivating you to terrorize the people around where you live. Why do it?
I wouldn't really call it terrorizing. I would just call it more having fun. But let's get this out of the way first. I apologize. You see this situation that blew up on the internet, the walking into random houses? The next day, I apologized to the woman because I felt bad, innit? Like, deeper than social media. Like, it went deeper than social media. That's why I didn't record it. She recorded me apologizing to her. I told her sorry, and she explained that she was terrified because her children were in the house. And I understood it.
What were you doing in the house?
What was I doing in the house? I don't know. It was a stupid video. Like, I got peer pressured to say. I don't want to say it like in that way, but...
Well, somebody else's fault.
I'm not blaming it on no one else.
I mean, you break into a house with a woman and a husband and
I went into the house on my own accord.
No, I'm just saying, okay, you went through their door, right? But it's not your house. You're not supposed to be in there.
Oh, no shit.
You are causing a lot of alarm to that poor woman and to her children who are in the house. You then terrorize this poor elderly woman and take her dog away and traumatize her.
So the story about that. Hang on. Let me speak. Yeah, because no. Let me speak. No.
I'm going to tell you.
Let me talk about that situation.
No, for the viewers who wait a minute. For the viewers who don't know what you've done.
Hold up.
I'm going to tell them. No, you hold on.
Right now.
No, you can hold on.
Right now.
I'm explaining. It doesn't just keep talking like an idiot.
Again, same problem in the UK that we have here in the United States, okay? Young scholars, right? We got a scholar problem, okay? Because this young scholar, it seems to me he doesn't see why it was wrong to go into somebody's house unannounced, right? Just to walk into their door and then go in their house. Again, if this happened in the United States, he wouldn't be breathing, right? I mean, most likely, right? I mean, this is the type of stuff where, again, people, are going to shoot first and ask questions last, right? Especially considering how racist the United States is, right? Young black scholar walks into a white man's house, right? Unannounced. Yeah, I don't think that there's going to be any hesitation in regards to taking care of what you could describe as a threat at that point, right? Again, this person is somebody who did this because they claimed that, well, I was peer pressured into it, aka I wanted clicks and likes, right? I want to be famous. And this person doesn't realize that what they're doing is that they're terrorizing society. They just want to be famous. And that is what social media has done. They have incentivized idiots like this to terrorize people for fun, right? When there's nothing fun or funny about it.
Right? Don't. Let me finish what the viewers don't know you did. You go up and you do these things. You take a dog from an elderly woman. You leapfrog over the top of an Orthodox Jewish man standing at the side of the road minding his own business. You go up to women in the street and say, do you want to die?
It wasn't a woman, it was a man. And she even
There were
says-
also women that
There
you
was
did
maybe
this
a
to.
woman there, but I only say it to the man.
Right. You shouldn't be saying it to anybody.
Fair enough. Then.
Why, in the name of so-called prankster humor, why cause so much alarm and distress to so many people? Do you get your kicks out of doing that?
Not necessarily, but you can say that this whole public outroar just makes me laugh because people are getting hurt over something that didn't happen to them.
No, because people don't want to see you do this to other people, right? You're not just the only person that is doing this. There are plenty of people on social media that are doing stupid things, terrorizing people, innocent people in the streets over pranks because, again, they want clicks and likes on TikTok, right? Or YouTube or Twitter or Instagram. And again, what's going to happen here is that, again, one of these pranksters, okay, domestic terrorists, really, if you want to be honest with you, yeah, they're going to F-A-F-O. And then they're going to be boohoo whining and crying when it happens. And people are going to cry racism, and I don't want to hear it. Again, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of these people. We have a major issue in these countries with youth that is out of control. No respect for authority. No respect for adults. No respect for the rule of law. They're agents of chaos. And they're being paid to be agents of chaos.
And that's how I see it as.
What do you mean?
People are getting hurt over something that didn't happen to them. Everyone acts like they have this persona like they don't care. Social media is a facade, this, that, and the other. But when me comes out and does the mad thing, everyone has something to say.
It's not a mad thing.
It's the mad thing. It's the mad thing. You already said it was the mad thing.
It's a mad thing. No, it's not mad. It's moronic. It's the kind of thing anybody could do, and you do it for kicks, and you do it for clicks, and you get your little moment on TikTok, and presumably your peer group that you referenced earlier, they all think, good on you, Mizzy, this is hilarious. Meanwhile, some poor woman thinks you've stolen her dog and is traumatized. Another woman has her 2 kids, and you're bursting into their house uninvited.
All right.
Right, you're jumping on Jewish people.
See, I was
right.
jumping
You're
on
already
Jewish people. Hold up, wait a minute, wait, no, stop.
You did.
Cool, it was a Jewish person, cool. But there was a trend going around on TikTok called 300. I've done this to numerous people, black people, white people, Asian, any types of people. I don't discriminate. So don't stop saying Orthodox Jewish person like I only targeted him and it was only him that I went for.
Why are you targeting anybody in that?
What do you mean? Why am I targeting anyone? It was a trend. It was a trend. I just done it for a trend.
It was a trend. It was a trend. That's what makes it okay. It's a trend. I'm just doing trends, man. What you talking about? Why are you trying to say it's a Jewish man for? Right? Why are you pointing out the fact he's Jewish? You're trying to say I'm anti-Semitic? Again, it's amazing how this person doesn't have the mental capacity to realize that it's just wrong, right? No matter who you do it to, it's wrong, okay?
What's the trend? What's the trend?
300, jump over someone at the time of the beat.
However much you scare them.
However much you scare them.
Or even if you push them into a car.
That's...
Damn, he took the words right out of my mouth. He took the words right out of my mouth. I was like, okay, I just want to see this prank. He jumped on a person and he ran out in the middle of the street and he was looking back. He didn't even look both ways. Man. It's sort of like how the rap game took its course. If we get more people that's influenced like this, which is understandable, it's a lot of guys out there that's doing it. Grown-ups, grown as hell, young as hell. I understand. But y'all, you got to realize and you got to think about the trend. Like you said, the trend. Dare, y'all remember playing Truth or Dare? It got worse and worse the more you accomplish. The more you accomplish, the more dares you get. Until people do dares to where they ain't gonna be doing. And he gonna have so many people on that little bitty phone. I dare you to do this. I dare you to do that. I dare. That mother gonna go and you gonna see all them millions of people. We all watching. And they just dare you to do it all, dog. And somebody's gonna do it.
You just always gotta be that one.
Dude, one day there's gonna be a case where so many people tuned in to something like that knew about something like that's gonna have a tragic at the end that's gonna cause them death. And you're gonna be able to blame everybody that watched.
Sure, because they didn't try to stop them. Well, they really couldn't because they were screaming. But
I couldn't stop. I couldn't turn away. I couldn't call 911. Man, most people, bruh, they're just like me watching it, and I got a computer right here. I got a tablet. How many objects? Okay.
I could have used to call in and get someone out there and say, hey, this guy's about to do something stupid.
That didn't happen though, because I saw
It didn't happen by chance.
It didn't happen, but it didn't happen.
A lot of the stuff that you do could have consequences far more serious. But you don't care, do you? As long as you get a laugh.
I have remorse. I have remorse for all of these
You
things.
don't have any remorse.
What do you mean I don't have any remorse? How are you trying to tell me?
You have no
Are you in my
remorse.
life? Do you live in my life?
Huh?
Are you there for my parents? Have you been there in my life?
What's your life? Tell me.
You tell me my life.
Presumably, this is whether.
Presumably,
Are you about?
life.
Presumably, you're about to tell me the sob story, are you? What's the sob story?
There's no sob story.
Well, go on then. What's so bad about your life that makes you do
my whole
this?
life, innit? I just do it for fun. On or off camera, I do my thing.
Tell me about your life. What justifies this?
What do you
What's
talk
happened
about
to
my
you
life?
that makes you think you're justified in doing this?
Well, because he's black, right? He can do anything. He can get away whatever he wants to get away with because he's a young black scholar.
I shouldn't have heard his answers.
We have told young black scholars that you're special snowflakes and you can do whatever you want to do because everything is the white man's fault, right? Your behavior is not because of your own individual choices or actions. No, it's a result of the oppressive society that was created by the white man because they stole you from Africa, right, during slavery, right? This is what they say. So nothing is this man's fault. Okay, it's all because of the white man. It's because he's black.
What do you mean? Tell me about my life.
You said you know nothing about your life. Tell me about your life.
Because I'm trying to get onto you because I'm black. Because I guarantee.
Because you're black.
Yeah, I guarantee.
I don't give a damn about your skin color.
Really?
No. Why would I care what color your skin is? Really? I just think you're an idiot.
Oh, thank you. I think you're an idiot too.
That's fine. You're perfectly entitled to.
Yeah. So are you. So
this
like,
show's
fine.
called Uncensored. I think you're an idiot for what you've been doing. I also think you're an idiot for playing the race card when no one's mentioned your skin color.
Really? Okay. You don't have to mention it to.
I don't care about your skin color, Izzy. I care about the fact that you've been terrorizing all these people for a sustained period of time. I also care about the fact you've only got a tiny fine today, no deterrent to you whatsoever. You don't show any real remorse. You don't really care, do you?
The UK laws are weak, simple as. And that's not, the UK laws are weak, simple as, and that's not my fault. That's not my fault.
Yo, so look, this is the mind of a criminal. Man, this guy is literally telling you how criminals think. Well, the UK laws are weak. It's not my fault, right? It's not my fault they don't want to lock me up. And he's right. He's right. That's the same exact thing all the criminals that are in Chicago, San Francisco, Portland, New York, all these liberal cities, they think in the exact same way. Well, the laws are weak. The DAs aren't gonna lock me up, right? They're not gonna press any charges. They're not gonna prosecute. Who cares, right? I can do what I want. The laws are weak, right?
Like in America,
what do your family make of what you've been doing?
What do my family make? Well, I don't chat to my mom anymore. And
why not?
Why not? Because I just don't talk to her. It's irrelevant to you, but I just don't chat to her, innit? And what else? My sisters are calm, but like obviously they don't fully commend what I do, but
Do any of your
some-
family condemn what you do?
No, of course not. Like, obviously,
They think it's all
certain-
perfectly normal.
No, there's certain videos that they'll be like, no, you can't be doing that. Like, especially just walking into the random houses, man. Certainly not. But that was more of a spur of the moment thing. I just got egged on and my ego got a hold of me. And I realized that at that moment, and that's why I went to apologize the next day after it all blew up out of proportion. And I felt like bad, personally.
I don't think you felt bad.
Okay, well, you
I
can
think
say
you
that.
felt bad.
You can say that. I'm
I think
telling
you felt bad.
No, see, you're interrupting me. Why are you interrupting me? I'm talking. I'm talking.
It's fine.
I'm talking.
Carry on being an idiot.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, we are siding
Mizzy.
the districts every time.
I'm actually not
Remember
going to
that.
call you Mizzy because
Thank
it's obviously a stage. I'll call you Bakari Bronze, right?
All right.
Notice how he said nothing about his father, right? What about his father? Where's your father at? He talked about his sisters and his mother. So I'm assuming that he's been around estrogen, right? Feminine energy all his life, and this is what he's doing now. Again, do you guys notice a pattern, right? It's not just an American thing; it's a UK thing as well too. Almost as if this is just a thing in the West, where you have young Black scholars being raised by mothers in very feminine environments, right? All their lives, what they end up becoming, right? Again, it's just observation.
Bakari Bronze, let's try and talk to each other as human beings.
All right, Piers
All right.
Morgan.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand why there's no real remorse here.
You
Why do
know
you
there's
not
no real
understand?
remorse. What do you mean?
Over here in America, y'all, I just want to say, thank God we got gun laws. Only thing about that interview that's kind of sad is, I don't know, maybe he not let him talk. I guess, whatever. Understand that his job is to humiliate people. Like Black conservatives said, the laws out there are weak. You know what I'm saying? And if you can get away with stuff like that, why not do it? I'm not breaking no law. And if that's the true case, then me personally, I'm done talking about it. If that's the case, if the law is really that weak out there to where you can damn near run in somebody's crib and walk out and come back the next day, apologize, then okay. Because I know in a great state of America, that's not going to happen. There's nowhere you're going to go all the way into the house, almost down some stairs. It looked like they had a nice pool down there, too. I just want to point that out there. I ain't know anybody, that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. I'm just saying it was a nice pool down there. Just saying, I was peeping that. I was like, keep going. Like, anybody was thinking in there, can't keep going. Just see that. Man, see how big that pool is. See how deep that pool is. You already in there. You already caught. You might want to see how deep that pool is. I'm just saying. I just want to bring a little humor to the simple fact that, yeah, it's wrong, but hey, the laws let you get away with stuff like that. So I hate to say, like, who cares, but who cares?
Why there's no real remorse. I went to go apologize off social media. I could have recorded that apology, and that would have been another viral video. Whether it's hate or whatever, literally, hate brings money, hate brings likes, hate brings views. It doesn't matter. Love or hate, it still brings views.
Why do you prefer to do the hateful stuff?
It's not like I prefer to do the hateful stuff. It's just like it's easier to do the hateful stuff.
Why are you laughing?
And
it's fun?
obviously, I don't think it's fun, but you're a funny person.
You do think it's funny?
You're a funny person.
You do. I've seen the videos. You do
Obviously,
think it's just really funny.
At the time, I think it's funny. My fan base thinks it's funny, and it's we outside, innit? It's a movement. But
what's the
deep down?
What's the movement?
Deep down, being free and not letting anyone tell you nothing. That's why I can do all of this stuff. I'm the most hated person on the internet right now.
No, you're not. Most people don't know who you are.
Okay then, whatever you say, innit? Whatever you say.
Most people watching this will have never heard of you and care
Whatever you
even
say,
less.
well, now they are. You just brought it to me. Now they are.
They'll just look at the way you're behaving now and they'll think, yeah, he's a complete moron.
And that's kind of the downside on this, right? Because Pierce is giving the guy a platform because most people don't know who he is, but he's clearly doing this for attention. He's doing this for clicks and likes, right? Because he wants to be a superstar. He already told you himself, I don't care if people hate me. I just want the notoriety. I just want people to know who I am. And he knows in the UK.
He said the hate. He's for the hate, all types of hate. So it doesn't matter what type of hate he brings, he's going to bring hatred.
Still brings views.
So,
Can't hate the truth.
hey, I'm going to say this, and a lot of people are definitely going to hate me for this, but it's the truth about me. And this is one of the reasons why I couldn't put up like no Bob Marley thing, no Bob Marley picture. Bob Marley wanted peace and love.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that wasn't American.
No.
So I was like, man, I can't represent that. That's not how America make money. You take it out of my mouth. And how we, you know what I'm saying? We about war, right? Sure. We got one of the best military war ever run. You want to shut us down? How we gonna eat? Nah, I'm just playing. It was a joke, y'all. It was a joke.
He's not going to face any consequences because, again, like he said, the laws are weak, right? So, again, this is a extremely bad incentive structure. Again, the laws are weak, so he's not really going to be punished for it. And he's also getting platformed by people like Piers Morgan, which I don't blame Piers for platforming him. But considering that the UK has weak laws, he's probably not going to go to jail for these actions. He's probably going to continue to do it. Again, not a good incentive structure here.
All right, and you're a complete Morgan. You keep cutting me, interrupting me when I'm trying to talk.
Because you keep talking in this animated manner, trying to stop me asking you any questions. And then you say, is it because I'm black? Is it somehow, it's
See,
about a
he's
racial
going back
thing?
to the race card. Why are you going back to that? I said that once.
No, you mentioned it.
I mentioned it once.
I've never once mentioned your skin color.
All right, cool. Go on.
I don't care what color you are.
All right.
If you were white, I'd have exactly the same view about your moronic behavior.
All right.
But I'm curious, who in your family is there to tell you this
Why
is
do you need
wrong?
to go to my family? I'm my own person, so talk about me.
Because
not
you
my family.
don't.
No.
Because you don't.
Talk about me, not my family.
Yes, but here's the problem.
What's the problem?
You are clearly a product of your upbringing.
No, I'm not. I'm my own person. I've always been my own person.
You've had no one to tell you this is wrong.
Of course, people have told me it's wrong. Family, friends, everyone's told me it's wrong.
Who's told you it's wrong?
What do you mean? My own mother told me it's wrong. There's been situations between me and my mum where
Right, so your mother doesn't like what you're doing.
Of course, yeah.
So why don't you stop doing it? Because my mother told me to stop doing something.
Okay, that's your mother. You listen to your mother. You listen to somebody else. I'm my own person. I'm legally an adult now, so I can do what I want.
What are you going to do now?
Because it seems like he doesn't have a father, right? That's why he's still doing it. Because if he had a father, this wouldn't be a thing. Most likely, okay? Not guaranteed, but most likely. Because,
Another fact, let that my son been on the news. I think I would have came on the news with a belt. You want to do what? You want to do what? You want to do what? You want to act the fool? You want to run up in people's houses? Huh? Let's go. It'd have been 1990 in this motherfucker. For real. I've been whooping some asses.
some people do have fathers, but not good fathers. If he had a good father, this wouldn't be happening. Again, notice how he's not bringing up his father. Don't know what happened to him. Okay, maybe passed away or something. I'm just saying, regardless, we see the pattern here, right?
He not bringing up this father, and the commentator's not bringing up him either. So, don't forget.
Hey, the common denominator.
What am I going to do now? Twitter, Mizzy is banned, and I'm going to be on Twitch. Yeah, I'm going to start streaming on Twitch, IRL streams, gaming streams. My Twitch is Mizzy is live if you want to get at that. But yeah.
And do you want to try and come up with a sincere apology or not?
No, I don't need to come up with no sincere apology. I already have my own remorse, and I already.
You don't have any remorse, do you?
What do you mean? Okay, then whatever you.
To you, it's all a bit of a joke. And if you steal some old woman's dog, it's all a bit of fun. If you jump on a Jewish man, it's all a bit of fun. if you run into people's houses with young kids and terrorize them. It's all a bit of fun.
Well, what I'm saying
to you, nothing
is,
really matters.
What
right?
I'm saying to you is, there's been plans to change up everything, and you're just no help in it. You just talk your own thing. You have your own set morals, and yeah. So that's you.
No, it's not about morality. I just
Okay,
think,
cool.
I just
Whatever
think,
you say, I was still talking. You
Yeah,
interrupt me again, Piers.
Okay, let me.
Piers Morgan, why'd you keep interrupting
Let me tell
me,
you,
bro?
we're going to put both of ourselves out of this misery, and we'll just end it there because
Yeah, I
you
think
are.
we should end it,
as I said at the
because,
start,
like,
you're just a complete moron.
And so are you.
So until you,
You just
stop being
talk
a
over
moron,
people, bro.
you will be
You just
treated
talk
like a
over
moron.
people, bro.
You are Mizzy,
The man didn't really
the
know.
moron. For the
Boxing
record,
match
he
in
wasn't paid
August.
for this,
Boxing match in
obviously.
August.
I
We
feel like
outside.
paying viewers actually. If I just
Keep
put up
sharing
with
the
it.
stream.
Yo, Piers Morgan, the man. At least he told him to his face, "You're a moron."
I don't know. To each his own. Of course, calling somebody a moron. They're just like me calling Joe Biden an idiot, the most dumbest person to ever run the presidency in national history. Just an opinion, On this channel, we're not here to put down nobody like that. Unless it's like 100% factually true. Like when you do something as an idiot, then yeah, you're an idiot, period. You know what I'm saying? That is a case of not only a kid doing something what he can do, but also the law justifying what he's doing, so he's going to keep doing it. I'm not going to hold you no longer. Hope y'all had a good one. It's a good smoke session. Y'all have a good night. Peace.